This is going to be like a Halloween tutorial-ish thing. This situation is tickling my chin so badly. This girl on Instagram, like Kelsey, she always does like, I don't know, she does this blurry lip thing all the time, so I decided to try it. I made blood because I don't have fake blood. I also don't have liquid latex or any kind of special effects makeup. I tried. I don't do Halloween makeup. I don't do special effects makeup. This was just to get into the spirit of Halloween. Honestly, if it looks ugly, I don't care. And also sorry about the lack of regular content on my channel. I have been sick for a long time. I did use a reference photo. It's something that I just found on the internet like a long time ago. Like I have no idea who that is or whatever, but yeah, I made it my own. I hope you really enjoyed this Halloween makeup tutorial. And yeah, if you want to get this look or just watch me do my makeup, then please keep watching. So I'm just going to start off with the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk to trace out where I want the split to happen, and I chose white because it's the easiest to rub off. I did the Glam side off of camera because it's the easiest and I don't want to waste time showing you guys how to do it. And I'm just going to prime my face with the Makeup Forever Skin Equalizer Step 1 in Hydrating, and I'm just going to put that all over my face. I'm also going to be using a Smashbox Photo Finish Primer on my nose and my chin. I'm just going to take the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in Nude Ivory, and I'm going to be putting that on my face. I'm also going to be tracing out the line of where the Glam and the vampire kind of look splits, and I should have used a smaller brush, but I didn't. Now I did put a lot of product on because I thought I was going to be using a sponge, but I ended up using this brush and it was too dense, so it wasn't really taking in any of the product. It was just kind of moving it around. So I ended up switching to a bigger, fluffier brush to kind of absorb and press in the product more. Now I'm going to go in with concealer, and it's this e.l.f. double-ended concealer, and this one is in Fair, and I'm just going to be putting that under my eyes and on my eyelid. At first I started to blend out with a finger, but then I realized that it wasn't soaking in any product, so I switched to a really big brush, and then that brush was too big, so I ended up switching to a smaller brush. I'm going to be setting underneath my eyes using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette in Dulce de Leche, and going in with my NYX Ultimate Palettes in Brights. I'm just going to take that berry color and use that as a transition color. I also put on my foundation and concealer before I did my eyeshadow because I wanted to connect the top and the bottom together better. Now taking the red, I'm just going to use that on a smaller crease brush, and I'm going to deepen up my crease with that, making it more pigmented because this is a shade that does need building up, but it ends up to be super red, which I really like. I'm going to be connecting the shadow from the lower lash line up in an angle because I really like how the shape holds. I don't really like my eyeshadow to be round. I like more of a shape to it. And I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild trio in Don't Steal My Thunder. I'm going to take the black shade, and this black shade is amazing. But anyways, I'm just going to be putting that on my lid, not really the crease, because I'm going to be using a different shade to blend that out. So I'm also going to be taking that on my lower lash line. I'm not going to angle it out like I angled out the red because this black is going to be like the deepest color on there, and I don't want to put too much on. from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, I'm going to be grabbing Red Ochre, and I'm going to be using that shade to blend out the difference between the black and the red from the NYX palette. And I really like using this color because I feel like it's a really good in-between. In a really dramatic look like this, you always want to blend, so that's what I'm doing right here. With no additional product on my blending brush, I'm going to just be blending out the edges to make it more seamless. And I'm also going to be adding a lot more black to the lower lash line because I felt like the ratio was a little too big from the top and the bottom. I just wanted to make it smokier and vampier, and once again, I'm just going to be smudging that out with Red Ochre and blending it again with my clean blending brush. Started to blend the red shade down all the way into a triangle, but it skipped to here, which is me putting on the kind of veiny, tired, dead look under the eyes. So I'm just using a really small, precise brush, and I'm taking a dark brown eyeshadow to start mapping those out. And I'm going to make it redder by using a mix of Red Ochre and Love Letter to lightly put that on there. I'm also going to pat that out with my finger to make it less harsh. Now this step is completely useless, but I'm just going to take a gray shadow and I'm going to start shading in the difference, but I changed to a smaller and thinner brush to use a dark brown eyeshadow so I can prominently split the line there. Now I tried to start blending it out, but obviously it got really harsh at the bottom of my face because I used too much product and I didn't end up blending it out as much as I wanted to. But anyways, I'm just going to take a mix of the dark brown eyeshadow and a little bit of white just to blend out that harsh line at first. With no additional product on that brush, I'm just going to be blending out the dark brown shade. Hopefully it does get better, even though it doesn't. took the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk again just to highlight the side that would be popping out, which is the more glam side. And now I'm just going to draw a really straight line right beside the darker parts, and I'm going to be blending that out with this synthetic brush. And I wish I blended it either more or I made the white more pigmented, because near the end it's kind of like a half blended line, so I wish I kind of fixed it. To contour, I took the lightest cool brown shade in the Smashbox Full Exposure palette, and I built that up a lot. Also near the end, I mixed a little bit of the dark brown in with it to create a super harsh contour, because that's the effect I'm going for. I also brought it lower than I usually do to create the more hollow cheek. Now I'm going to be taking this Urban Decay 24/7 Velvet Glide On Eye Pencil in Black Velvet, and I'm going to be putting that in my waterline and my tight line. I also use the eyeliner to line my lips because I do not own a black lip liner or a black eyeliner. Lipstick, so I just decided to line my lips with the black, and it jumps to me with already having the red lipstick filled in, but I used the Urban Decay F-Bomb lipstick. So I'm going to be taking the red and I'm going to be blending out the lines of my lips with this. I'm really mimicking what is on my eye. So I'm going to be taking the red from the NYX palette, red ochre from the Anastasia palette, and I'm also going to be taking the black from the Wet n Wild trio to help blend the red and the black together. I was extremely improvising over here because I don't own fake blood or like alcohol paints or anything like that. So what I did was I scratched out some red ochre, Venetian red. I think I also put in some red from the NYX palette, and I put in drops of Inglot's Duraline as well as Tarte's Maracuja oil to keep it like glossy looking so it doesn't like dry and become matte blood, like because I don't think that exists. But yeah, I just used a small brush and I took a lot onto it and I pressed it against my mouth so it would drip. Okay, so this is the final look that I came with. I have no idea. I improvised so much on the mouth, like that. Like this, I knew what I was doing because it's just whatever. But like this, I knew what I was doing. Had a reference photo. You saw that. But yeah, I don't know. It might look bad to some people, but to me, I'm actually kind of proud of it. because I never do this kind of makeup. Yeah, I hope you really enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and see you in my next video. Bye.